Alright, I think we're... Mic's on? Yes, I think we're all set. I think we're good to go. I have microphone audio, I have game audio. We're good to go. We gotta finish this game, man. I want to get back to Against the Storm, but it's gonna bother me if we get this far along the Terraformers Mastery Tree and then don't actually finish it. So after our crushing experience on Expansionist, I'm gonna play it again. That wasn't the direction. That was a runtime decision that was made. I was just going to start over on Red Planet Awaits, but it bothers me that we were not successful last time, and I'm going to try it again. And I've thought about it. I think the two reasons that we weren't successful were, number one, we got hammered with 2 events, which isn't great. The refugee event does like literally nothing for you. It gives you like 50 support at the end. That's not much. And the Mafia event is like okay. The intelligence agencies are like fine, but still, getting 2 of them in the same game is a little like, it's a little, So I think we're gonna try it again. Oh, and the other thing is we like just didn't terraform, so we're gonna do a couple things differently this time. I think we're definitely gonna start with Auntie because we have insane mineral starts here, and I would really like to get on those as soon as possible. As far as configurations go, we know that power is always an issue. I would really love to have quad power here, which means our farming array is going to be not great. I think we're going to do like house, support house, farm, soil factory, farm, and then like 2 science buildings. That can be a robot hub, that can be a robot hub. And I think that'll be okay. So we'll do a little something like that. It's going to be a while before we can actually expand these tiles unless we see the world's earliest robot hub. But it's alright. Give me 5 trit. 1 more trit next turn lets us build our first thermo generator. We love that. I think I would take a greenhouse farm. I just want to see where water comes from. We have 1, 2, 3 small hints of water. And what was our research picks? You definitely have to take a second tritium thermal generator. I don't feel like I need a hab module. We're a long ways away from a lab. So give me a greenhouse farm, because I think the next 3 tiles we explore are all going to be water, and I don't see any silicates right now, so I don't know where that would come from. We definitely do this to get this down. And we're really looking for a robot hub now. Bingo. Over anything else, because this lets us do both of our mines. Take me here. Explore me here to get the titanium. And I think I would like to skip straight to 8. Trade away a tritium for the time being. So next turn we'll be at 6. We can explore to get to 8. And then next turn we can upgrade and build a mine on it. We can also just grab you right away. But we definitely start with titanium. Take a 3rd one of you. So we go here. We now have enough for the mine, but we want to upgrade first. And then we'll be in the clear. It's a 2nd tritium deposit too. We also have city spot. Not that impressive. Exploration satellites are fine. Early bus station's kind of neat. Early science is also kind of neat, but we don't have any silicates, and we do have tritium. So that's going to happen relatively soon, and stonemason is just not going to happen. Now what do we need? We need tritium. So I think we do this. I think we stop that. And I think we export nitrates for a turn or 2. We in-depth survey you, and then we build you. Then next turn, I don't know yet. We can do that, though. It'd be nice to get a solar collector for that. And then we could also... We should explore... I think we should explore a little more first, but it'll probably be like this. And then maybe this, because I'm kind of hoping that's geothermal. I'd also really like to explore tritium next turn. Do I have any tritium and titanium? I don't. Then we'll grab you, because you might have enough water to let us do greenhouse farm and tritium thermal generator. I'm not going to need the farm. We have enough already. I don't really like Waste Incinerator. And I don't really like a basic hab module, so I think I'll just turn that into science. I think we'll explore here. That lets us build 2 buildings this turn. There and there. And I don't know where any titanium is. So next turn I can upgrade this. The turn after that I can build a mine on it. And then I can explore geothermal, I can explore water, and that's going to be Auntie's tenure. Done, basically. That's fine. I'm not afraid. I think now we can afford to take a lab. I'm not going to need the expansion tiles because we have the bus station. So in-depth survey this, get it ready for next turn. I'd really like to see like a solar array. No, no. I'll take the support even though it's a long ways off. I will definitely take another tritium thermal generator. I actually think that's our last one. And then I will explore I'll build the mine first. Build the mine. Satellite here. And then in-depth survey it. Don't need to be doing this anymore. Let's keep tritium coming in so we can build these last 2 generators, and I think we're actually going to be in okay shape for power. So the next thing we're going to want to start looking for is where to found our next cities. You're like not really it. It's +1 comfort of living for 3 science. I'll just take another robot hub. I'll explore down here. I'd also like to get to that lab, so maybe we shouldn't do this, and we should do something like this. It's 4 food per turn on turn 10 is a lot. And then next turn we probably explore here, which lets us build a lab. Geothermal power plant's going to be really nice, and we're going to be able to afford it relatively soon. I think we definitely want that over a spa resort. And next turn is Auntie's last turn. So we could upgrade that tritium, but I actually think I would rather just explore with him. Because we do need to keep tile exploration up, and I would really love to get efficient bacteria spreaders since our science production right now is not great. So speaking of, like, I'd love to take a research center. I just don't think we can afford it. I'd rather take a miner's cottage. And then we're putting you down. You're expanding here. And I guess you'll also expand here, start working our way towards that large aquifer. We could put a second robot hub down, like here next to our science building. It would get us this tile, and it would get us one of these support tiles. I don't know which one would be best, but it would get us one of them. And then on the other spot, we can just put a lab down. And now we're really looking for, like, second city location, because it's not going to be you. 10 tritium, 10 silicates, 10 nitrates. This might look crazy. What? No. No, I don't think it's that crazy. I think we take the silicates instead of the tritium. And I'm really happy we did now. That wasn't the reason that we were going to do it, but it's a nice payoff. The reason I was going to do it is because I wanted to get us close to a power array to stick here, because we are getting 3 tritium per turn. But just the fact that we can do that, and then we can do this for 2 power per turn, is also really nice. And then I think we kind of hope that you're a city spot. You are. Are you good? No. Am I tempted to take you anyway? A little, but not really. In fact, I don't think I'm tempted to take you. I think we'll explore some other stuff in Arabia first. I feel like we're doing all right, though. I would love to take a landing pad. I would love to have more trade routes. I think we need to get science coming in, and I'm going to start trading power because we are at +4 and we have plans to go to +6. In fact, now we have plans to go to +8 if we can just find some silicates. So we want to grab these two, and we want to see if these are better city spots, I think. 7, 8, 9. In 2 turns, we could build a geothermal spot with a little bit of exploration of titanium, which we have here. So we can handle that. We definitely take methanogenium. We definitely take a house. We just like having houses around. City location, it's not that interesting, and also it's very power hungry. So that doesn't really get us super excited. And there's nothing we can build here. We're really just chilling. You're not going to be a city location because you're adjacent to one. We might just need to pull the trigger on this, even though it's not very good. We're going to do that quick move to get this geothermal spot up. So, like, is it that bad? It has a canyon view. It has an aquifer. It has a silicate mine. It's going to have a lot of support. And with a bus station, we should be able to reach quite a bit of it. Like, I don't love it, but maybe it's not terrible. I would like to have a bus station there eventually, but I'm a little worried about my support right now. So I think we take you. I think you come in here for a nice little +6. I think you come in here for a nice little +1 power. I think you're far away, so we explore you. And you would have to go through a sandstorm, so I guess we're skipping that this turn. But give me a geothermal power plant. Tell me if this is a city location. It is. It's not exciting either. Like, a natural site is really not that appealing. And those are the only city spots we know about so far. Yeah, we only know about 4, and all of them are relatively unimpressive. So that's a little unfortunate. But we gotta get one down here soon. It's turn 15. So I think I'm probably just going to pull the trigger on this one. We'll do it next turn, probably. And then I'm going to learn from my previous mistakes. I'm going to take terraforming stuff early. Okay, another hint of silicates is not bad. So found a city. You can go here, because I'd like the other house to go here. I don't want to put the miner's cottage here, because you're probably not going to have that many mines. You're going to have 3, but you're going to have like a canyon view, 2 canyon views. That's going to be a support tile for sure. So I think I'd rather save up to put the Marsha there. And then I'd also like to put the robot hub there, which I can do next turn to grab both of these tiles and set those mines up, which will be good. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll be able to afford it. Support decrease. I'm going to repair that immediately, even though it probably sets us back on the robot hub, just because I don't want to have to worry about it. And I'm going to grab a power building, just in case we decide we need it. Now, I'd really like to find a hint of titanium here somewhere. I would pay a premium to get to it. It doesn't quite get us to the robot hub, but holy cow, that's also looking like a really good spot. Nitrate mine, titanium mine. Alright, we might want to go down there too. And then I'll get rid of you, and I really just want that for the support. Like, that's a +5 support building, basically. Expand me to the silicate tile. We're going to be 2 turns. Do we have satellite next turn? We're going to be 1. We might be able to build robot hub next turn. This is what I'm trying to communicate to you. Which would also give us the aquifer. Turn after that, we build the mines. We also grab the canyon view. I would like an empty tile here somewhere, though, because we're getting close to the bacteria spreader as well. We'll figure it out. I don't think I need that right now, and I think I would rather have tiles. Because we're already getting +2. Give me the robot hub. Satellite me here. This we could use for more food. Could be boom, boom, boom. It could also be science. It could also be some noxious terraforming uses, because we could build a CO2 factory relatively soon. But the first thing that needs to happen is Robot Hub, so that we can grab you and you. And a viewpoint tower wouldn't be horrible right now. I think I'd rather save up for mines, though. And you only have 3 turns left, so I really think we need to, like, prioritize some of this. How about we compromise? How about we put a bacteria spreader here? Just so we can start spreading. And then later we can move that bacteria spreader and we can build the canyon overlook. Because I really just want to get terraforming parameters started. So like the next thing we spend titanium on is probably a CO2 factory. Actually, just kidding. The next thing we spend titanium on is mines. I'll take a lab because I can build it this turn. Mine. No mine yet, but we could change that. That was not enough titanium. We got close to changing that. And you're definitely the next city that I want to make. And then you're definitely the next titanium thing that I want to spend on. But this all feels fine so far. We love this. This we're very excited about. We take it. I'm not bothering with lifeform importing. I just want to keep exploring. So we have another 3 configuration here. We could put like the rover museum could go here. And then the gas factory could go here. And then like a bus station could go here, and then we'd still have the science configuration. I think that would be okay. I really want to get these science building downs fast, though. Well, we'll keep working on it. And we also want to get you founded relatively soon. Because you do get us a pretty nice titanium deposit, and we want to start thinking... We haven't seen the projects for it yet, but we want to start thinking about putting a plant spreader down. And you're going to be important for that. So we want to see like bus station, train station, water space project. That's really all I can think of right now, but I'd really like to see those 3 things. I don't think we care about Jan, so we just kind of take Aisha by default. I think we do care about exploring. More so than we care about a robot hub. I think we also care about silicates right now to rush to 22 as fast as we can. So we're going to look for big hints, but I don't think there are any. And then we're going to look for cheap hints. And then we're just going to use a satellite on like the farthest hint we can find, which coincidentally also gives us titanium. Which will let us build a CO2 factory. And then I think we can probably turn that import off. In fact, we probably should have some time ago. And we want to start just getting to the resonance station even faster. So now train station's like super important. Specifically for that tile, so that we can put the rover exploration center down, and the rover exploration center can work that whole hemisphere of the planet. That's what we're saving up for next. I'm a little less concerned about the rover museum. I would love 5 science right now, though. Would I take a second gas factory for 8 power? I think I would, but also I need to start taking 2 projects here pretty soon. So I'm going to take the development center, even though it's a bit of a hit, because there have been a couple times now when I've really wanted to take more than 1 project and I haven't been able to. So let's stay focused on silicates. That puts us at 19. Next turn will be at 21. Next turn will be at 22. Next turn will also be at 6 titanium. That doesn't let us do anything, but with a titanium exploration, like if that gives us 3, we would be able to build a rover exploration center if we controlled a tile where it made sense to put it. I'm also looking at maybe you can move here. We could put a rover exploration center there. Because after this is done, we don't super need the trade routes. And then also, next turn we can make a development center. Because if we explore, we get +2 science. So that next turn feels like it'll be a good turn. I haven't seen water projects yet. I don't really want to take a plant spreader yet, so give me cyanophyta. I don't need you. I wouldn't mind having you just for extra science. Water's kind of cheap for us right now. So I think we do this. We hope for 3. We only get 2. It's a little sad. We move you to here. We can't build you this turn. That's right. But what we can do is we can build you. You can just come down into that spot. And then we could just take even more power. We have 25 right now. I can't really think of a reason not to. So you come there. You come here. We're at 13 power per turn. We could also just build you straight up. But I don't think we need to. Because the only thing we're trying to save science up for right now is improved spaceflight. And it's not a huge deal right now. Like, this is good when we start seeing spaceports. It's not great until then. We haven't created any trade routes yet. So it's kind of like spend 20 science to do nothing until later. Which I'm not really all about. The other thing I could do is I could put a robot hub down. That would turn the landing pad back on. Which, like, isn't a huge deal. It would also turn sandstones on. It would also turn a silicate mine on. It would cost us 2 support. I don't think it's worth it. I think I would actually rather put the rover museum down. And I would just trust... It should not go there. It should go here. Because we're going to put a university here, and it's going to increase science production of other buildings. I think I would rather just found this city and get more titanium that way. To fix our titanium shortage. I would definitely take a second one of you. I would definitely take one of you, just so that if we need to win the game, we can. And then I would satellite here. I would explore here. And because we found that food cache, we should just be able to found this city outright. Sure. This is going to be a city where Miner's Cottage is good. Because we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 mines within 2. So it'll be a +4 support house. That'll be pretty good once a bus station shows up. Most important one by far is going to be that titanium deposit. And in fact, I think I'd like to do that so that we can expand to it next turn by building a robot hub. What else is going on that we need to worry about? We need to get these exploration centers down. Like, we moved a landing pad to do nothing, which I probably shouldn't have done in hindsight. It hasn't cost us much yet, but we should, like, do something with that tile because we explicitly freed it up for a reason. Smart Octogrid? No. Applied research? Not really. I do like lightweight hull structures, though. I do like a university, and I do like a spaceport. And we can build a spaceport this turn if there's a good place to put it. Which it doesn't really look like there... Well, this would be okay. It's a titanium mine, it'll be a water mine eventually, and it's +1 comfort of living. But we want to build improved spaceflight conditions first. So we actually need to wait a little bit on that. Take me down here. Set me up with a robot hub. Give me this titanium deposit. Give me this nitrates deposit. Explore me titanium. Just anything you can reach, I suppose. 3, 4, 5, 6. We won't be able to build it next turn, but we can build it in 2 turns. We could build it next turn if we explored titanium, actually. Like, let's say you're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn, you'll go to 8, no matter what. And then next turn, we need to pivot off of trading this and put it into science so that we can build improved spaceflight conditions, because we want to build improved spaceflight conditions before we build spaceport. Also, this is a sick location for a spaceport, too, now that I look at it. Because that gets us nitrates, it gets us titanium, and it'll get us water. And it gets us comfort of living in Dorsum Town. We can do both, honestly. We'll just build spaceports in both when we see them. Minus 36, it'll be okay. I wouldn't mind having a little more food, I think. It does cost us science, but I'm fine building it now. That's okay. I don't want to spend 20 science on that, though, and I don't need a house, because I have 2 in hand. Turn that into 1 science. Explore a titanium. Sure, I'll take free terraforming parameters. Build the mine, 5 titanium per turn. Then, set up your cultured meat lab. Set up... No, you can't do that yet. You actually set yourself back quite a ways. So start importing those. We'll rebuild them. It's +2 science. It's +2 science if we turn projects down. So actually, we could get 7 science per turn if we wanted, and there's a big hint of science over here. I think if we get a little lucky, we could build them next turn. Build the important one next turn, I mean. And we're fine with power exporting still? Yeah, I think we're actually fine with power exporting still. Tritium asteroid, don't need it. You can just let that pass. Exploration tiles, well, hang on, let's do math. We start with this. That puts us at 18. If I can find a small hint of science to use the satellite on, that's great. This one, I think, is further away than the other one. You're 1, 2, 3. You're all 3. It doesn't actually matter. Okay, so now we can get to 20 naturally, which means we can take projects this turn. You come in here. You come in here. Free trade route, which we can use to import... God, like any number of things, honestly. I guess I would like to finish this project, so if terraforming stuff pops up, we can do it. And then we're not going to need tritium for a while. So I guess bring food in so we can build more houses, because we are at minus 40 support per turn right now. I want to do Cyanophyta for support, just to get +2. It's not nothing. But then I am going back to methanogenium. And then build me a nitrate mine, because we're going to start saving up for a plant spreader soon. We're going to see water projects any day now. And when they show up, I want to be ready. Now, back to this choice. This is basically free support, but I do need more expansion tiles in Dorsum Town right now. So I think I'd probably take these 2. Like, we definitely need more exploration capacity. And also, like, I need titanium too much right now. So let's not even use our free trade route. We'll get to it later. We could also grab that aquifer at some point. I'm not sure how, though. Wait, no, yeah, I am. We build a robot hub here. That gets us water, and then it gets us whatever that tile is. Is that more? Yeah, that's more important. I really want that free water trade route. I think that matters a lot. So you can come down here, and we can basically just build you, and if we see a soil factory can come in there. Then we come over here. We put down a robot hub. You come here. We explore you. You're actually really interesting. But you don't further the scenario goal, because you're in the same climate zone. So as good of a city spot as that is, I think we have to overwrite you. And that'll be like a plant spreader eventually, probably. Now, you're going to need a mine, which happens next turn if we get lucky with a titanium exploration. And it's still setting us back on these rover exploration centers. You know what? Frick it. Probably should have done this like a long time ago. But we're going to do it now. It needs to happen. I would love to take one of you. I would love to take another one of you. I would love to take one of you, but I don't have the picks for it. So we said you were going to go here. We don't have the expansion tiles to do that right now, but we'll put them together. We'll find a way. We need to explore titanium this turn. And we're good on power, so it doesn't really matter how expensive it is. You're going to come in here. Because in order to control tiles, it's the problem that we've run into previous times that we've played the exploration scenario, is in order to control tiles, you actually have to discover tiles. The controlling tiles is not the hard part. You just build like a dock, and then as long as you've explored the ocean, you're fine. The hard part is exploring the tiles in the first place. You have to own 80 locations in 65 turns, which means you can't just rely on exploration. You need other sources. I don't want any of this. Goodbye. Now, we come down into Dorsum Town. We have enough for houses. Marsha's going to be better to start, because we haven't built all the mines we want to build yet. We want this tile, and then we want a spaceport. So we're not exporting you anymore. We'll export 2 more power. A large hint of tritium would actually be really nice. It might get us to 15. It did get us to 15. That's huge. So now you come in here. I don't want to do a free nitrate either, but we'll make use of that soon. Not yet, but soon. And then I'd also like to explore. And specifically, I would like to commit to exploring ocean tiles that also give us nitrates for when a plant spreader shows up. We don't need to pop that right now, so I'm not going to. So, what are problems we're currently experiencing? We need to explore more tiles. We need to expand Kiyama Junction a bit. We need food, but food kind of comes in passively. And we need terraforming parameters. Terraforming parameters are a bit of a struggle right now. That's probably something we should be prioritizing. Overwork I'm not super excited about. Metropolis I'm not super excited about. We are going to be constructing a lot of city buildings. I'll take hope. I'll take public baths. And then I'd like to see other projects. Oh, she's not see other projects, she's research other projects. I don't really want a gene vault right now. It's okay, but my spreaders are kind of spread out, if you'll excuse the pun. Did we look at you? Yeah, you're bad. I think you can also go. Our power's fine. Famous last words, maybe, but our power feels really good right now. Why don't you come in here, give me one of these, and give me these 3 tiles. It's going to cost us a little support, but that's fine, because we're going to get some back off of the guided tours. And as soon as a train station shows up, as soon as a bus station shows up, they'll be fine. Not even a train station. And then we're going to need more expansion really soon. Like more hex owning expansion. 5, 6, 7, 10. We could build Rover Exploration Center next turn, and then we can pivot off of importing titanium. In fact, we'll do it this turn. I'd like to finish some of those. Nuclear oxygen factory? No, thank you. I'll be taking free 50 support. I'll be taking what is essentially a free landing pad, but there's no hex expansion here, which is concerning. So I do think that I'll just go and randomly explore a water, turn that into science, and then I'll build you a nice public baths to keep our support up. And I have 0 empty hexes available, but no, I can't. I don't have 8 titanium. No, I could get 8 titanium. Any hints of titanium out here? No, not for a really long ways. Alright, well, I guess just give me that. We should probably also be thinking about founding a new city soon. Like, that's a real nice city, actually. Holy. Yeah, we're going to be settling here. Even though it's plains, and even though the expansion prospects are pretty bad, that's a lot of extra resources on a city tile. I think it's hard to turn that down. I think it's really hard to turn that down. There's our plant spreader that we've been waiting for. Are we building another thermo generator array? I've forgotten. We are, okay. Are we spending our tritium on anything? No, not really. I think I want all 3 of these, actually. So why don't you explore me here? Because now we can found that city, and honestly, give me all 3 of these. You can come over here, and that's fine. You can get founded next turn, and that's fine. We would really like to have nitrates, I suppose, but we haven't even seen a water project yet. So we don't want that. What do we want instead? I think we want silicates to build this university. That's going to pump our science up, and then if we see expensive science buildings like a GM... Oh, never mind, there's titanium here. Which would finally let us build that water deposit mine. Yeah, never mind, we're going to be doing that instead. Pit mine, and that is a free water trade route that we are fine using. Which we use to import food just to keep growth happening. And then next turn we get our first satellite. This is feeling okay. Biggest issue we have right now, we only see 3 projects per turn. That's not good. We need to see a research center show up. You're so kind. Thank you. Wasn't going to say that I was asking for it, but it is nice to see it show up. And I'll take an applied science center as well. I will probably explore a tile as well. But I don't think I want a seafood restaurant. I don't think it does anything for us right now. So you can go. You can get founded. And then, so this is going to be a farm. This is going to be a farm. I don't really know what that configuration could be. I think I'm probably just going to fill it with like utility science buildings. Because I don't know what else needs to go there. And then I'll build a mine, and when we hit 23 water, we'll be putting a hydroponic farm on one of those tiles. We'll make 10 food per turn. So, in light of that, let's look for like a big water deposit that's a long ways away from civilization. There's another one. That's great news. That's also an empty tile that we could put a plant spreader on when we get to that point. I'm starving for expansion tiles right now, though. Like, it's not good. We're over 30 on nitrates, and we don't need titanium right now, so I think we do that. And then we do that. And then we keep working on more satellites. +1 heat. Perfect. Soil factory. I don't want to spend it. Support building. I'll take. Tritium thermo generator. I'll take. We're going to be taking a third one of those buildings as well, I think. We're going to grab this cheap hint of large water. Like, we have so much power in your terraforming parameters, I don't really know a reason why we wouldn't take you. So you're going to come down here. One of you is missing a support building. It's you. You're just going to get a school. And I just need hexes so badly. And I don't have any way to get them right now. I haven't seen robot hubs. I haven't seen anything. So we're just going to go back to waiting. Hey, they're all probably going to go here. Like, we don't need 5 water per turn. That's going to get excavated. That's going to be an empty tile. That might be a support tile, but it might also just be a city tile that we can bulldoze, because there's a city here already. We'll have 3 empty tiles to work with there, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings that need to go in them. So we definitely want that to happen. -48 might sound scary, but it's actually not that bad. Because we're about to have a lot of support come in from terraforming parameters, I think. Still not, like, really seeing what I would like to see here. We haven't seen water projects. We haven't seen expansion tiles. That's not great. I guess we will just keep exploring. We'll keep building up nitrates. Botany Center might be okay, like, eventually. I don't know. And then I'd like to use my satellite on silicates, if you don't mind. Any big silicate hints? No. Then in that case, I will take a small silicate hint on a water tile. Like maybe you. So Wet Collis will eventually be a coastal city. We can build a ship right there. It'll be great stuff. It's not yet, but it will be. Next turn we can also build a house, which is like one of the worst expansion tiles you can think of, but it is one. Oh my god, please. I'm begging you. Public baths are fine. I just don't have room for a landing pad, so I'll take a terraforming building. There is going to be a third building that we get here. I'll grab a silicate hint. I mean, like, I guess. There's not really a reason not to. It doesn't excite me. But it's not bad. You'll also be a house? Both of those will be adjacent to houses. You're going to be adjacent to houses, but these are not. So we can put some noxious uses back here, and people won't be that mad about it. Now, we can use your expansion tile. It's not going to be a water mine, I'll tell you that. I think what it's probably going to be is it's going to be a giant heater. And I guess that's fine. And then you can come in here. And then what are you looking for? Silicates would be nice. I have kind of like spent them all on my satellites. But I kind of need more of them to get this university down. For, I don't know, reasons, I guess. I don't exactly know what we need science for right now, but it would be nice to have. I guess we need it for, like, some projects. Oh my god, it's so many exploration satellites, dude. It's crazy. There's still no expansion tiles here. There is a farm. There's a quantum data center, which isn't that exciting. There's a resonance station, which is, like, it's fine, I guess. Looking for silicates, please. Silicates that are underwater. You're not underwater. You might be underwater. You're not underwater. Should probably be thinking about founding a new city here relatively soon, so I can start working into Xanthi. You might be a city spot eventually. We can put baths down. I need to increase my POB. I cannot put baths down. I can do it next turn. Could also put a fourth house here to get another expansion that I could use. Also, I can't expand here. If I expand to that tile and I dike it, Wet Collis will not be a coastal city anymore. I cannot dike that tile. Do not let me forget that. That'd be very bad. Well, in that case, I guess the house is like going in Dorsamtown by default. Also, Dorsamtown's going to be coastal, but this is just like a small lake. It's not actually a big place. This is deeply concerning that we've seen no water projects. Like, I mean, God. Yeah, and then grab some silicates, because I guess I would also take like a cultured meat lab. I can't even. I need to build a house to increase my pop here. It's honestly just so I can put buildings down. It's not for any principled reason. And then you're just like a random utility science building. So you can come in too. Let's work on terraforming parameters that aren't water. Let's grab this canyon. And really, all that I'm going to do now, our food production is so set. We're making 13 per turn. We'll have no problem founding cities in 8 climate zones. The number one thing that is going to kill us at this point in this game is not having enough tiles explored to expand to. So I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to do something like... This needs to be tritium, just to keep that project running. So I'm going to do that. So what is going to kill us before we found 4 more cities and expand out over these ocean tiles once we see a shipwright? Support. Support is the only thing that's going to kill us. So we need to take buildings that improve support. It's not... No, it's stupid. Why would you spend 60 food on a skyscraper when you've only founded cities in 4 different climate zones? One of them's going to go here. For sure. GMO Lab is not bad. But homesteads are a house. We do only make 4 science per turn. It's not crazy, and we don't really need the food. Give me the homestead. Water project. Okay, there's hope. They do exist. You're also just like a better university. So you can go. And I'd rather build you. And then I guess I would take you, just because I need to see more water projects. I need a silicate hint, please. You're really cheap. We'll just grab you. That puts us at 18. Take you just in case we need you, and then we'll satellite this silicate deposit for 20. Next turn, we can build a research campus here to give us 2 science. Will also give us a hex to expand to that I can't currently use, but could be this hex so that I can do something else with like that hex, so maybe take it out there. Or maybe put it like here. Nope, we might actually need that spot to be a city, because it's in a new climate zone. It's a little scary right now, but I think we'll be okay. I don't know if we'll win or not yet. That is beyond me. But I think we'll be okay. I'm actually going to move over to doing you. Because then I can put a plant spreader down earlier, and then I can put a botany and forestry center. It'll accelerate our terraforming parameters more, is what I'm trying to say. End my turn. We have a plan. This is not... Well, no, that will be pretty bad. There's not any cities that have 5 or more. And then this is like a nice synergy with the project that we have. And also, we expand a lot. Okay, Hongtao is going to be really good this game. Finish a project. Take a new project that's good. Take a house. Take a thing that costs water, because you have a lot of water. And then research 2 extra projects this turn. Is this allowed? Our science is about to be spread pretty thin. So I think we're just going to dump this. I think this needs to get built really soon. Is there a small hint of science we can get? Yes. So next turn we can do that project, which will be nice. We can place down this research campus. We can exchange control of that tile, which will let us take this tile, which will let us build a plant spreader. We should not do that yet, because it doesn't actually accomplish anything. That would just be taking -1 support for no reason, so I'm going to wait on that. Oxygen is lagging behind heat, so we actually need to put more oxygen down. You can have a baths at this point. We're not saving water for anything else, really. Well, no, we could build an oxygen factory. I would rather have the oxygen factory, and then we'll just surround this thing with uses that aren't noxious so people don't get mad. We're never going to build you. You can leave. I don't want to do that. I really want to get that project done because we've got 2 big tritium projects that we'd really like to finish. In fact, what I would like to do, I'd like a big hint of tritium to keep those projects running. Because we don't have a lot of tritium right now. And then I'd really like to take the next couple turns and just found the next 4 cities. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, probably 4. So we kind of know where they are. It's going to cost us 120 food. We'll be done with that in 10 turns. It'll be turn 51 by the time we found city number 8. That's plenty of time to work with. It is more than enough time. I would happily take a kelp forest. We are not going to be increasing food, water, or nitrates anytime soon. We're not going to have enough science to play that project anytime soon. Power, titanium, or tritium? I mean, that's also probably not going to happen. But it is cheaper. So I guess we'll... oh my god. Space projects. That we can't take. That's unfortunate. I wouldn't mind taking you. Actually, it's fine. I don't really want any of those 3. Give me a plant spreader. The rest of this is garbage. Give me lightweight hull structures to preserve our tritium, because it's really running low. Give me a satellite to give me a hint of tritium. Explore me a second tritium, just to keep those projects running. A rural community retreat is actually going to be extremely good in wet Kalas, because these are the only 2 houses that are ever going to be here. And we can put it next to a noxious use factory. As long as we find something like an urban planning office, because we can't, or, you know the one. Drone hub. If we find a drone hub to put there, that would be pretty good. I need an urban planning office for this place. Specifically. Like, that's the one building that I want to put there. So in that case, you can just put down the public baths. No, you can't, because you can't put any buildings down. Okay, fair. We really can't do anything with his hand? There's just no plays? That seems crazy. You're going to be at 16 next turn, then you're going to be at 24. I want to advance that timetable by 1. I don't know why I'm so scared right now, but I'm scared. We have 53 nitrates. You could build a second soil factory relatively easily. Let me think about the rest of those for a little bit. Where would you put it? You have another... You had another farm array somewhere. It was here. +2 food. You also have space for a house here. That's true. Just put one down then. Because that gives you an expansion tile. So you can go here. What's that expansion tile going to be? It's going to be a plant spreader because this project finishes next turn. So you don't do anything this turn, but next turn, you do something. And we can't afford that, so we'll do that. Now, well, we could afford it this turn. Where's a hint of tritium? Surely a hint of tritium exists somewhere right now. Okay, or not. In that case, we need to make sure that we can found cities. We explore you so that we can found you. Next turn we might found you. You're not bad. You have a titanium deposit. That's pretty good. We spread plant. We can't do that this turn. That's right. Next turn. That's a next turn thing. So You can get founded, that puts us at 5. You can get founded, that puts us at 6. We need to know that you can be a city tile, so let's do that. That'll put us at 7. I think I kind of have to take this, even though it's competing with consumer goods protection. Oh, I have one in hand already. Okay, it's less important then. All of these are less important. Just give me 4 science. And then I can just put you down immediately. I guess you could both go like back here. End my turn. Minus 60. We'll be fine. Don't panic. Nobody panic. I'm not panicking. Give me a water project. Give me an emergency dock. Give me a house. Give me all of the tiles that I need to explore to found a city in this spot. I don't want any of these things. We're at 35 food, we're at 9 water. We can't found a city this turn. We need to explore water, and then we can. Just get this. Easy. Now we can found a city. Where do we want to put it? I think we want to put it in the city that just straight up has titanium. So you're going to come in here. Greeley Post. Sure. We have 1,000,000 power. I can just get rid of all these rocks. We can grow plants. You're 2 food per turn if climate zone has city. This will be 2 food per turn. That's good, because we want to build a lot of houses to keep our support up. We're at minus 81. It's a little scary. This is going to be our next water parameter, and ocean ticks over next turn. So I think we commit to that now. That'll be done in 4 turns. Because we need to flood to ocean 3 to actually execute our strategy of expanding out over the ocean. We need to create the ocean in order to expand over it in the first place. I don't know what you're doing here anymore, but I don't like have to throw you out, but consider yourself on notice. And then really I just want to see like a ton of robot hubs. Sure, O2 ticks. That's a robot hub. It's a pretty good one too. We want to explore this last tile so we can found that city. I don't care about any of these other buildings. Am I saving my science up for anything? No. We build it. Where's the house going to go here? Like, here's looking pretty good. Oh, right, not enough resources. Yeah, fair enough. I was thinking of the Android hub. Build that. And then pad it with stuff that people don't mind living next to. Grab a canyon view. Grab a mine. Grab... At -1? Would I do this at -1? I think I would, and I think I'd actually just straight up extract it. I don't need the water anymore. Now you just keep exploring stuff that's going to become ocean. Good. Good stuff. We still need to find a shipwright. If we can't find a shipwright, there's places where we could make docks. And we'll know when that's about to increment to 3, whether we actually do need to like dike one of those tiles or not. If I can find a shipwright, I'd rather not. If I can't find a shipwright, we'll like kind of have to. Your expansion tiles. You, I don't need power anymore. You, I don't have the silicates for you. We have plenty of houses. I'm not that worried about you. Just keep exploring the ocean. Turn it into science. Keep exploring the ocean. Found a city. Sure. You're kind of an interesting road paver depot for that city, because you could get here, here, and like a couple other places, but I don't think we need to do it now. Also, you can just be a landing pad. It's not that big of a deal. Also, you could just like be a hospital. Like it's support, why wouldn't you? Okay, feeling good, but let's keep the pressure up. Give me a house. Give me more research options. Why wouldn't you? We can't take space projects. We're a long ways away from the water for an oxygen factory. So if there's nothing else to do, you explore the water. Explore the water, give me terraforming parameters. Explore the water. Can't build in wet collas. You need to be a building that actually generates science, otherwise you're kind of wasted. You can be a multi-purpose science building. You can be just like another house. But it doesn't really get us anything. I'd rather like you have another house. Also, get all of these rocks out of here. I can afford it, it's fine. Take me to sandstones. And then I guess just like have a support building too. Why not? Doesn't really hurt anyone. The only thing we really need at this point is like a shipwright. That's pretty much it. That's not a climate zone, it doesn't count. Close you, enable you. Good. Water. I'll take a space project. I'll take robots. I don't think any of these other buildings matter. You can give me a support building just in case I end up needing one. Next turn I confound you, it's not this turn. Continue exploring ocean tiles. Continue exploring ocean tiles. Continue exploring ocean tiles. We can build a second plant spreader. That's something that we could have done down here. No, it's something we can do with a road paver depot. Good. Take this tile. Give me kelp. No. Give me alpine pine forest here for support and for extra support. We're down to minus 34. We kind of have this under control, which is good. Like, from a support perspective, we have this under control. Next turn, we're increasing atmosphere. We're increasing atmosphere and heat shortly afterwards. We need more water projects, though. Or we could start drilling aquifers that we already settled on. But until we have a shipwright, it's not that important. Well, until we have a shipwright, or we could hit ocean level 3 like that, it's not that important. So next turn, I think we're founding you. A shipwright. He's done it. It actually happened. Do I care about any of these other buildings? No, like not a single one. Okay, found Xanthi. Stick it over here. Get rid of all these rocks. God, it's nice having power. It's just bulldoze everything in your way. Give me one of these. And like straight up, you could give me one of these. No, I wanna have 3 houses there eventually, I think. We're also like not being pressured by support at all. So give me terraforming parameters. Give me more terraforming parameters. What I would like to do is continue exploring ocean. And you know what? We're at 7 of 8. Give me this tile. Dike it. Dock it. Because I want to extract that. I want to extract that. I want to extract that. Like, our support is so good. I want to extract that. Good. Now, where's the last city we're founding? This one. I think we might be able to win next turn. Which would be an insanely early exploration win. Oh, I'm out of power. Holy cow. Is this allowed? Can that even happen? I guess build a trade center for free? Not there. It needs to be in a big city that has a free spot. Here. Yeah. Okay. It's extra trade routes. You already know. I think we can win next turn, which is wild. Let's find out. I might need some of those. Just let them simmer for a minute. No matter what, we need these to be ocean tiles. So just open them. We found you. And now all we need is 40 more owned locations. I feel like I should probably count. Which is not going to make for entertaining viewing, but just give me a minute. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. Yeah, we're only at 25 of 80. It's a good thing we counted, so we still need to take this somewhat seriously. Where's the one that wanted this? Here it is. There, plus 20 power. We need to explore 20 more hexes. Which is not going to be hard. We're just going to have to avoid losing until then. Which is also probably not going to be hard. Sure, you're fine. Increases oxygen. That's going to happen a lot because we're in our tree planting phase. Give me this expansion tile. Shipwright doesn't really, like, we have a shipwright. We don't need 3 or 4 shipwrights. Just 1 is fine. Why would you build 3 or 4 shipwrights when you could build only 1? Give me this. Give me this. I couldn't really tell you why. I really couldn't tell you why. Give me this. Give me a research station. Because it's extra tiles, I guess. So like Dorsum Town, you can have a robot. That'll get you these 2. Greeley Post should almost get a shipwright. Get like those 3 tiles. Explore these tiles. There's a lot that we could do. Give me a second shipwright. Rest of that is fine. 45 of 80. We need to... There's 20 ocean locations. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 20. There's 26 ocean locations. So that puts us at 71. We need 9 more land hexes. Or we need to explore like more ocean hexes. It's complicated. We're going to win, but it's complicated. We should not do this. We should do this. Until we can't afford it anymore. I don't even care. I ain't even care. Bus stations, expansion tiles. Martian Sailing School goes kinda hard. Miner's Cottage goes kinda hard. I don't know where I'm gonna put it in this mess. Well, you only do 1 science. Like, you're not even good. Would I trade 1 science for 21 support per turn? Yeah, I would. I would not think about it very long either. I still don't have a city planning office for you. You're done. You have all the houses you need. You're not done. I can just give you more houses. I have some of those. It's also 2 expansion tiles that I can't put anywhere. Well, no, I can here. You do this. You do this. There's your 2 expansions. Making use of it. We have no tritium, So we can't build either of our shipwrights. We should remember to explore for tritium next time we have the opportunity to. It's going to hold us back in a pretty major way. Water asteroid? No thank you. Expansion tiles? Yes please. Technically expansion tiles? Sure. Tritium. We need tritium. If it has tritium, you take it. Sure. Ooh, big tritium. Sure. Okay, now we can do some stuff. Greeley Post. I nominate you to get a shipwright. That's +2. I don't want to nominate you to get more houses. I nominate New Assumption to get more houses. And, like, we could even turn them into mines. Okay, we have no power? That's fine. You're done. You're done. Import me power, export me science. We can also start using a lot of these free trade rates at this point. No, do not import me power. 22 power per turn. Just get more food. Tiles. Tile. Bin the rest. Enable. Enable. Third house. Tile. Tile. Xanthi would kind of love a botany and forestry center, huh? That gives us support. I don't think it really matters anymore. We can also give you a bus station so that you can go here and you can go here. Give you a canyon view. We're out of titanium for a mine. That can be fixed. There's a big hint of titanium somewhere on this map. There it is. Sure. We're at 54 of 80. I'm not really going to, like, bother counting. This is going to cost us a lot of support, but it's not going to, like, lose us the game in a turn or two levels of support. So I'm just going to be taking everything, if you don't mind. Pain. I actually think we'll be fine. I actually think we could have done this earlier. If I held down shift, can I? No, you can't. Okay, fair. I'll just do a lot of clicking then. Dude's pretty good. That's turn 54. Like, I feel like it's happened once or twice now where we have played games that feel like they would have been winnable before 65 on the hardest difficulty level, and that was one of them. Holy cow. That was good. We did an excellent job, and we got a selection of extremely overpowered leaders to do it. I'm feeling good about it. And we also redeemed ourselves from the last game, which is, you know, you gotta love that too.